I'm sure you're seeing an increase in subject to deals as well, too.
Oh yeah, it's like, my personal portfolio is probably 90% now. Is that or subject to with a seller financing second? Where you have the like a combination deal. But yeah, those are massive right now, and it's because of what's happening right now. Because people bought properties for the interest rate, they didn't buy them for the purchase price. They weren't doing that, and quite frankly, a lot of them were done with FHA loans. And we all know the smaller amount you get into a property, the less likely you're in default. And the FHA rates, and again, I'm not like the bank guy. You're more on that side, but I mean, I believe they'll do up to like 40% or even 50% sometimes on like your debt to income ratio on that monthly payment. So it sets people up to fail in a way, or it really is a very risky scenario. So what's happening is now all of a sudden, if somebody misses a payment, or they're falling behind, or one of the spouses loses a job, or now all of a sudden they can't make their mortgage payments, but there's good debt there. So now savvy investors, especially ones we train now, go to them. We say, all right, well, let's see how we can structure something where we will start making those payments on your behalf. We'll keep that good debt in place because that allows us to actually sell the property and still make a profit, which gives us the incentive to go sell on rent to own. And we can help the seller get out of a bad situation because they're no longer able to keep up that mortgage.
Yeah. Well, that's the great thing. So about 14% of all FHA mortgages are in default right now. Like you just said, it's insane. And they just released that, the previous administration was paying millions of mortgages on the FHA. Borrowers are behind to avoid this tsunami of distress stuff happening. But one of the most powerful things when it comes to a person's credit score, one of the most powerful things is 24 months of on-time mortgage payments, right? Yep. And it's also one of the worst things if you have late. It'll kill your credit score. I mean, in a foreclosure, if you let a property go to foreclosure, it's going to kill your credit score for 7 years. If your mortgage late's 24 months. So that's the great thing about taking over somebody who's been behind a few months on their FHA. Their credit score's shot. They couldn't go buy anything right now.